Morning, everyone. Just thought I'd record a couple of quick videos this morning. It's not even 5 a.m. Up early, really excited. Heading down to Fresno today to look at some more opportunities. I need to start building a little bit more inventory because we have had some things close. So I thought I'd take this video and talk about one of those, and then record a second one to talk about a different transaction. So the first one I want to talk about is a 6-unit apartment building. This transaction starts with a wholesaler who locked it up for, I believe it was 300. They then assigned it to me, and I paid 360. So again, when wholesalers find good transactions, right, they can make significant significant fees, right? So $60,000. It sounds easy. You should never think it's that easy. It takes a lot of marketing and follow up and real dogged pursuit to find and create these. But when they happen, they can make some good money. And in this example, the wholesaler made more than I did, frankly, which is okay. I like what I do and I get to have some fun. So bought the property for 360. This particular one was a large purchase. And I don't have any private investors, at least none that I've asked to go that high. So instead, I went back to a hard money lender that I have confidence in a relationship with, and he took half of it, half the deal. The little wrinkle there is he only took half of the purchase price, which to him was 300. He did not. He asked me to pay the entire assignment fee. So I went there thinking I would get a loan for 180. I ended up getting a loan for 150. So I had to come up with the other 210,000 to get the deal closed. Having walked the property, looked at it, my initial impression was it was in bad shape on the exterior. The rents were ridiculously low, and thus the value wasn't there. When I looked at it, I saw a 3-month project where we would spend probably 20 to 25 grand on the exterior, and I don't know, probably 25 to 30 grand on the interior. The interiors weren't so bad. They were generally clean. However, the rents were pretty low, right? Rents were, if I recall, 600 each. Actually, not even that much, because it was only producing 3,000 in income, maybe 3,200. And these were all 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I think there were 1-car garages, 1,000 square feet, in a part of town where the rents should have been much higher. So we took it over. We spent the first sort of 30 days showing the group, the tenants, that the new owner was there, and we dropped the first $25,000 or $30,000 on the exterior, right? New paint, repaired the building. There's a lot of, a lot of the building wasn't, exterior wasn't structurally bad. It was just worn, right? It wasn't taken care of. So we did that, cleaned up the exterior, the yard, things like that. And then, then we hit them with rent increases. What we wanted to do is we wanted to try to keep everyone, but we also knew that we were likely going to lose some because we were taking the rents from, let's call it 600, and we took them right to, I think we took the existing tenants to 850. And then when a couple of left, we started at 950 and ultimately took it to $1,000. Right, 3-bedroom, 2-baths out there in that part of town really could go for 11 or 1,200, is what we found. We just weren't sure what the market would bear. So we ended up taking rents. We took rents from about 3,000, moved it all the way up to over 5,000. We ended up. When we saw the rent increases go that direction that much, we actually spent a little bit more on the interior remodels. We ended up spending close to, I think it was 10 grand per unit, and I think we did 3 units, and I think it was 3, might have been 2, and then we took the rents. Again, we got the rents up to 5. We did a few things in each unit just to get it to our standards, but if the tenant was going to stay, it was clearly okay. So at that point, we put it out to be sold. We got an offer. We accepted the offer. It was listed for, I don't know, less than a week, and and we got near our asking price, which is enough to move on. We then put it through the paces, inspections, all of that. There was a couple of things that were found in inspections that we took care of, and then we waited to close. The wrinkle on this one is that it actually took about 30 or 45 days extra to close, because the buyer needed to, I think they changed banks or changed lenders, which was okay. They were very communicative. They were very easy to deal with, very apologetic. Um, so, and again, it doesn't matter for me, right, for us, because the building cash flows, right? So, if it took an extra couple months, no big deal, right? It cash flowed. And, that's the beauty of having multiple exits. We weren't tied up. The building wasn't empty. We weren't starving for cash. So if it took an extra 45 days to close, and it was for the right reasons, and the borrowers were very communicative. They reached out to us a couple of times, and it closed, I think, 10 days ago. So hopefully they love the building, and it's going to be good for them. And I think there's actually more room in the rent increases that they can look at in 6 or 9 months. I think that building should produce over $6,000. Right? I really do think rents should be 1,000 each or more. I do think they'll lose a couple more tenants if it goes there. So that's something they have to decide and work through. So in the end, it was a nice transaction. I think we ended up selling it for $460. I didn't net what I had expected, but that's okay. Again, we took a slumlord building, or at least one that looked really bad. We helped raise rents, and then then it moved on to an owner who hopefully is going to keep it a long time. So again, something wonderful to feel about. Paid off the lender, paid off the hard money lender, and everyone's happy. All right, have a great day.